Hi everyone, it's Mojaxx back in the DJcity UK lab. Today I'm reviewing the latest studio monitors from Pioneer DJ. These are the big boys in the lineup, the VM-80s. Let's get to it. Pioneer DJ have produced a lot of different monitors over the years, and I can't think of any which weren't popular and well regarded. I actually use a pair of the diminutive older DM40s as my monitors for editing these videos, and they have served me extremely well. What's interesting though is that in recent years they've also heavily invested in their Pioneer Pro Audio brand alongside Pioneer DJ, which offers high-end PA gear for club installs and the like. And what we can see with the new VM range of monitors is a little bit of that Pioneer Pro Audio DNA making its way to the other side of the tracks. That will become clearer as I go. There are three models in the range, the 5-inch VM-50, the 6.5-inch VM-70 and the 8-inch VM-80, which is the one I've been testing. I opted for the 80s as I've mostly reviewed 8-inch models from other brands recently, so it's easier for me to compare and contrast between them. The monitors are sold individually, not in a pair, and start at $170 for the VM50s and go up to $290 for the 80s. The pricing is very much in line with other brands in this category, so no complaints on the value front. The monitors are visually very striking. The 80s are only available in this mean-looking black, as you see here, but the smaller 50s are also available in a more friendly white and silver finish. At this point, I'd be shocked to find a monitor in this category without high quality construction, and the VMs are no slouch here. The laminated MDF enclosure is solid and rattle free, and the thermoplastic front baffle is protected with a chunky 4mm aluminium plate. Around the back is what the company are calling the Vortex Bass Accelerator, which is basically a regular bass port with ribs on it, designed to help the airflow. In terms of specs, we have an 8-inch aramid fiber woofer, which is lighter than conventional paper-lined offerings, and a 1-inch soft dome tweeter surrounded by what Pioneer DJ call a constant directivity horn, designed to offer a consistent sound at a variety of listening angles. They're driven by Class D amps putting out 90 and 30 watts respectively for a claimed 115 dB maximum SPL, and there was virtually no audible hiss. The amps run very quiet. Frequency range is 34Hz to 36 kHz, which is in the ballpark for this size. Around the back we have a balanced combo XLR and jack socket, as well as an unbalanced RCA. There's also a volume control, selectable auto standby, and a universal power supply with an IEC connector. The speakers do come with some small foam pads to place underneath for vibration damping, but with any studio monitors I'd recommend foregoing those in favour of some more beefy isolation pads or stands anyway. Up to now, this is all fairly standard stuff, but these days what sets different monitors in this class apart and can be the selling point for one over another is the digital signal processing, or DSP. Pioneer DJ haven't gone down the route that some have of adding tons of adjustability options. Instead we have two pots, one for the low end and one for the high end, each with 4 options. On the base there is flat, another with a sweeping cutoff below 200Hz, and another with a boost around 50Hz. I'll get to the fourth options in a second. On the top end you have similar choices, flat, a boost above 4 kHz, and a sweep down. So whilst there's not a hugely detailed amount of adjustability that you can get with some competing monitors, there should be enough options here to make the VMs work in most rooms without too much fuss. The flat profile in itself is excellent. The drivers are well balanced, the bass is tight and punchy, not boomy, and there is plenty of detail and transparency in the high end. The sweet spot for positioning is nice and wide, and the stereo separation is precise. These are production-worthy monitors, no doubt about it. The fourth options for both pots, club bass and bright treble, however, are where the VM series really stand out from the crowd. Many of you watching this will be looking for one set of monitors for both production and DJing at home, and that club setting is something else. Of course, I've been using the 8-inch version, so the effects may be accentuated compared to the smaller ones, but with both pots switched into mode 4, the VM-80s absolutely rock out. You can see from the frequency charts just how much boost is applied, and there is simply no question that this mode should be used for production of any kind, but it really does come remarkably close to replicating the sound of a club sound system in your own home. The bass kicks incredibly hard, the treble sings, and there is no sign of any distortion or the drivers being worked too hard, even at very loud volumes. It's most impressive with genres like house and techno, where elements are typically more spaced out, but it also sounded great with things like funk and hip hop and drum and bass too. Accuracy be damned, this mode is all about fun, and it delivers that in spades. Similarly priced and spec'd monitors do allow you to tweak their EQs and create less accurate, more clubby sound profiles should you want that, but nothing comes close to the VM-80s in full flight. As studio monitors, they face stiff competition, but as home DJ monitors, they are in a class all of their own. So there you go, my take on the VM-80 studio monitors from Pioneer DJ. A really interesting product. On the one hand, a successful studio monitor. If you set them to be flat, they will be flat and transparent, and they do that job very well. But what they also have, which other monitors in this category do not have, is the smack you in the face club mode. And that really is quite something to behold. Like, it might be accentuated because I've been using the 8-inch ones. I don't know what the smaller ones are like, but it's just quite an epic sound. It is the closest you're going to get to a club sound at home without spending an awful lot of money. It's very, very impressive. So these are really going to suit people who want that dual purpose, that dual functionality. They can do mix downs in the studio flat mode, and they can really kick it out when they want to actually jump on the decks and have a practice at home or in the studio. My only regret is I think Pioneer DJ have kind of missed a trick here, in that those controls to switch over are two knobs on the rear. I'd much rather see something like a big flashing red button on the front that goes between studio and club. I exaggerate, but yeah, having the rear mounted means it's going to be more of a faff to kind of change between those modes as and when you need them. But yeah, if you're looking for that dual purpose set of monitors that will do both DJ mixing and studio production, you won't go far wrong with the VM-80s. Thanks for watching today. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon down below to get notified anytime there's a new video from myself or the rest of the DJcity team. I'll see you soon.